Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is Saturday today, Saturday night, January 25, 2025, and it's already 8:30 p.m. here in Canada. So, how are you doing, guys? How's your weekend going so far? I hope you had a great time, great day with your family or friends or whatnot, your loved ones, most especially today. Um, and I just want to quickly hop on in here. So I know I've mentioned in my previous go lives, last night and the other night as well, that this is another part of a go live series that I'm going to do for the rest of the coming months. So for the past 2 days, 2 nights, I have talked about my life. What are my whys? What are my reasons for being an online business owner? And of course, that is to tell you who I really am, why I started this online business, and I wanted to give value to you, to build connection to you as my audience. Of course, for your support as well, and for you to get encouraged to go after your big dreams as well. So, again, if this is the first time that you are seeing me, I'm Aryan, and I am a Filipina immigrant, mom of two boys, living here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I used to be an IT programmer, a software engineer back in the Philippines for 12 years. And then we moved here in Canada in 2022 for greener pastures and to give our kids better opportunities. And then I'm going to tell you actually about the timeline um, of what happened because that's our topic for tonight. But I'm also a proud digital business owner. And in this business, I help ambitious, hardworking, career parents make money online so that they can spend more time, more precious time with their family and their kids. So, yeah, so that's me. So again, welcome to this Go Live session. If you have questions for me, this is the time to ask them. Just comment down below and I will be happy to answer all of your questions about the online business. But yeah, seriously speaking, going back to our topic. The topic for tonight is the turning point that opened my eyes to new possibilities. And I'm going to tell you the timeline, the story of how I really came to discover this online business. So I don't want to really go live for a very long time here. But yeah, so we can get started. Okay. So actually, what happened in 2020, 2020, we started 2022. So, as I always mention in my introductions, I started my life here in Canada with my family in April of 2022. And I was a student back then. And then, just several months after coming here, I landed the job of a cleaner, which I found from a chat group, if I'm not mistaken, of Filipinos who have been, migrating here in Canada. Yung mga bago, yung mga bago dito sa Canada, sa Toronto. So, meron chat group and then I found I guess a Canadian Filipino who owns a cleaning agency, something like that. So may ginagamit din actually na software to schedule yung mga clients niya and then yung mga cleaners niya. So medyo high-tech naman, hindi naman yung manual na papapuntahin ka dun sa site tapos paglilinisin ka, hindi naman gano'n. So medyo high-tech na rin siya, nasa schedule kung kailan ka magtatrabaho. But that was only for part-time. Just so I could earn, extra in my spare time kung hindi ako nag-aaral or wala akong klase. So that's the start. And I didn't regret it. I even am very proud of it kasi na-try ko siya because I never have imagined na makakapagtrabaho ako ng gano'n here in Canada. So, hindi naman siya nagtagal because I also got hired as a move-in coordinator, a weekend move-in coordinator in a property management company in Toronto. That's 1.5 hours from where I lived back then. And then when they opened a concierge position in another site, so nag-apply din ako at natanggap din ako. And then when they opened another concierge position within the same site kung saan ako pumapasok, kasi may nag-resign, nirecommend ko sa boss ko yung husband ko at nakapasok din siya. So that's what happened, and that's the reason why, pareho kaming naging concierge nung during our first few years yan here in Canada. Magta third year na kasi kami this 2025. So ang bilis, 'di ba? So yun yung nangyari nun. But we start the story of what happened in December of 2022. And that was the time that I was, about to finish my course. Patapos pa lang yung aral ko ng project management in the middle of December 2022. And again, having multiple jobs back then as well habang nag-aaral ako nun. Pero naghahanap-hanap na rin ako ng work during that time. Kasi, of course, the ideal job is to land an IT job. Kasi yun naman that's our previous experience back in the Philippines, right? So we wanted to land any position that's under the technology or IT department of any company that will do. Kasi hindi naman din kami choosy, hindi kami picky. Because we did understand actually the importance of having Canadian experience. Yung sinasabi nilang Canadian, quote unquote, Canadian experience. So yan. So the thing is, nung natapos na akong mag-aral, I pushed myself so much so that I can apply to all of the jobs available on LinkedIn, on Indeed, lahat ng makita ko, pinapasaan ko talaga yung alam ko na okay sa experience ko, previous experience, and sa inaral ko. And almost every day, actually, no, actually every day I was trying to submit these these applications, and you know what? I counted them after I got hired in the IT analyst job. I counted them, and I've actually submitted around almost 400 applications back then. Pero nung December na yon, hindi pa ako makakita ng trabaho. Wala pang mag-hire sa akin. And I guess it's because hindi pa ako nakapag-extend ng hindi pa ako nakakuha ng postgraduate work permit, hindi pa naman talaga ako nabigyan ng transcript or certificate of graduation. So technically, I'm still not finished with the course. Parang ganun yung thought ng mga recruiters back then. So hindi ako nakakuha ng work in December, and I'm already having these anxieties kasi sabi ko, I don't wanna stay too long na wala akong trabaho. So I really pushed myself so hard to apply in these jobs. And then come January, wala pa rin akong makuha. Pero sabi nila, they were saying, it's just winter. It's just winter, and it's not the season for, for more jobs. You know what I mean? So sabi nila, why don't rest for now, and then, see what you can do. So nung pumasok yung January, first week, sabi ko, sige na nga, I'll rest for a while because I was already having anxieties, and malapit na siya, papunta na siya dun sa depression. So sabi ko, sige, stop muna tayo. Let's concentrate on helping my husband at home, staying at home, helping my kids as well. And then nag-aantay lang ako lagi. I was just waiting for someone to call, for an interview, things like that. So, lahat pa rin naman yun, tinake ko. Tumigil lang akong magpasa ng application. So, yun. So, yung January, when I stopped, I said, why not just take the PMP certification exam first and then baka naman makaland ako ng much better job. So, tinuloy ko na yung pangarap ko din na mag-exam, mag-project management professional certification exam. And that, I guess that was February 2 when I passed. Pero nung January na yun, I was interviewed by one of, yun nga, yung current company ko. I really strongly felt that it was the company for me after the first interview. Well, hindi naman, I wasn't really expecting that I will get hired. But during the interview itself, there was something that um, that made that connection. Kumbaga, whatever my interests are, nakakonect yung nakakonect yung interviewer ko. So that was what happened back then. So right after that interview, ang tagal-tagal-tagal nilang hindi ako tinawagan, siguro almost 1 month. Pero deep inside, I knew na I have a chance on that job. And I applied for the EDI analyst job. So the EDI analyst job is it's actually electronic data interchange analyst. It's kind of, technical, but it's actually just a small part of what I was doing as a programmer before. And hindi ko rin naman nagamit pa yung tools na ginagamit nila. But I do have an idea because the tools also under SAP. So, sabi ko noon, I think this is the one for me. But it has been a long time. It was a long time. Parang sobrang tagal before nila ako tinawagan and before sila nag-offer. But I got the offer in February of 2023, and then they had me start first week of March 2023. So I was so happy. I already have a full-time job, which is actually one of my ideal jobs. And it's under the finance, actually. Finance pa siya noon. Pero it shifted eventually. Naging under din siya ng tech department. And I was so happy. I think everything aligned, during that time. And when, mind you, I was still working on weekends during this time. And when my boss found out that I'm still working as concierge on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, he told me to think about it because I do have in this IT analyst job, I do have a Sunday shift. So sabi niya, you should stop that because you won't be able to concentrate. And so I resigned from one of the sites that I have in that property management job, right? And then eventually, nag-resign na rin ako dun sa isa. So, na-free up ko na yung weekend, I guess within that year. Pero paunti-unti siya. And then, when I started as an EDI analyst, since hindi ganon ka bigat talaga yung work, yung hindi siya overlap or hindi siya nag-over, parang hindi sumusobra yung tasks for a day kasi it's just a day-to-day basis na tasks. So, kailangan kung ano yung meron ka today, matapos mo lahat. And then, tomorrow's gonna be another day. So, ganun lang yung trabaho. And so, I knew that I can still take up one more so I can earn more. Kasi the ultimate goal during that year was to adjust quite well as soon as possible, get the same comfort that we had before we moved here in Canada, kung ano yung meron kami na iniwan namin sa Pilipinas. And um, and that's the reason why sobrang push din kami ng husband ko to work, to get more jobs during. So we looked for additional ways to really to earn more income. And then come June, sabi ko, since alam ko naman meron pang spare time, maybe yun nga mga 2 to 3 hours in a day before I go to sleep. Yan. Baka pwede akong mag-online work, online job. And I didn't really get to find one that really fits me. But June of 2023, that's when I published my first ebook in Kindle Direct Publishing, which was entitled How to, oh, actually, Your Complete Step by Step Guide to Writing Your Own SOP. And SOP means Statement of Purpose because that's what I wrote, that's what I did when we did the DIY, the do it yourself, immigration here in Canada. So yung SOP is a requirement in the immigration so that you can um, uh, ayun para masama dun sa mga requirements na ipapasa the application for the application sa immigration. So yun yung naisulat kong ebook. But I knew that it was a too narrow niche, I guess. So meron namang mga bumili. Kumita naman ako ng kaunti. But it was hard for me to market it. I guess kasi meron din namang mga agency na nag-o-offer na ng may SOP, na sila na yung susulat, sila na yung magre-review. There were also like small businesses, yung mga racket-racket lang online na sila yung magsusulat tapos babayaran na lang sila nung nagpapagawa. So, hindi naman ganun yung naging strategy ko. I wasn't looking into reviewing all of the SOPs kasi I knew na hindi pare-pareho yun eh. It depends on the credentials din, tsaka yung requirements na meron dun sa applicant. So, ayoko namang masisi, di ba? Ayoko namang masisi kapag hindi sila na-approve. So, what I did was to just write an ebook, just a pattern that they can use, guide, so that they can also have the confidence to write their own SOP. Yun. Pero yun nga, that wasn't really very successful. It's still published as of now, but it's not as successful because it's not earning that much. And so sabi ko, baka kaya ko pang maghanap ng ibang racket, iba pang racket online that I can do just for a couple of hours before I go to sleep. And then I thought that I'm not going to be able to see or find anything that would fit me kasi yung iba rin naman, if they hire you, let's say you're gonna become a freelancer, if they hire you, sila pa rin yung boss and they will be the one to tell you when they need this requirement, when they need this work, blah blah blah. So you have to adhere to that if you are a freelancer. And so that also didn't work for me. I don't think I'll also be consistent and be successful with that kind of strategy. So I let it go. And then, hindi na ako naghanap. I stopped actually. And then, after like a few weeks lang, that's when I found out about, that's when I found a video ad in my Instagram who is actually Coach Katrina. It's her ads that really resonated with me. I was trying to find her ads, her old ads because it was an old one. Hindi ko na makita. Maybe she already disabled it. But I do have here some of her actually two of her ads that are active, that are currently active. And I'm just gonna show you one of the ads because I wanted to you to really see that um, this is their her ads really relatable. So let me just share my screen so that I can show that to you. Okay, one moment. Um, okay, I hope you're seeing that. Okay, yeah, hold it. That's it. So I just wanted to show you that, but I totally believe that the previous ones, the more the earlier ads that she's, advertised, that was more, I guess, more heartfelt because she didn't have that much results from the business yet, but it was so believable because it, it it resonated with me in ways that, oh, this is what she did and this is actually doable for me because I can do it in my spare time as well. So that was what happened. That was July of 2023. That's when I found out her ads, and What I remember was when I saw when I saw her ad, I peeked into her social media profiles. So I saw her YouTube, I saw her Facebook, and her Instagram as well. But it wasn't really the Instagram. So she said that her I mean she's more active in Facebook than in Instagram, and so I followed. I went out of Instagram and I added her in her Facebook in Facebook. And actually, I didn't really register in her website. I messaged her first. So, and that is because I've already researched about being an affiliate marketer. I've already seen some schemes online, the other online businesses that others are offering, and I didn't think that it was for me. And I said, I guess I needed really someone who will support me, who will usher me towards the next steps. What am I really going to do here? So that I won't be really, stuck in the beginning and eventually will just stop because I don't know what to do next, right? So that was what happened. And I messaged her, and luckily, she actually responded very quickly. That's when she was actually the one who registered me into her website, and I watched the webinar, the free webinar, right away, and then I got too excited, and that's when I actually have discovered that there is no way that you can fail into this business rather than just to quit. I mean, you can only fail this business by quitting. And so if you don't really quit and if you get really consistent with it, then you are in the business, right? You will grow in the business. And so that is what I liked. And that, I guess, was really, I really felt that God was whispering to me then, saying, "You've prayed for something. I'm trying to give you this. Just check it out." And that that's how I realized that I have to, like, come on, even if my husband will not agree. I know he'll not agree at first, but I know that I have to really keep on going to know how this is really working for others, for a lot of people around the world. And then that's when the next day, I already paid the 149 USD. And I wasn't really thinking about refunding it because I knew that it will really help me and my family, improve our quality of life here in Canada. So it's like everything that we've experienced in the Philippines was scraped off. We're starting new here in Canada, and this is what God has given me. And I took it as a challenge as well. So July of 2023, that was when I became an online business owner, which is really a huge blessing for us. And if you've been following me for quite a while now, you already know that I've already earned um my very first paychecks were amounting to around 500 Canadian dollars. And before I was able to earn that, I said I really wanted a couple $100 to augment, to add to the family income, just so we can have some extra to do the things that we do the things that we want. Just like Coach Katrina said, something like a wiggle room at the end of the month, so that we can also enjoy life as it is as a family, not just work, 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 and pay the bills. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was really very excited when I saw the discovery videos back then. It wasn't really as good as now. So if you have registered before, if you paid the 149 before, I really strongly suggest to do it all over again. To register in the website, watch the webinar, pay for the 149 USD, and watch the discovery videos, because the discovery videos, if you have not if you've not gotten the sense of the business of what we're really doing here. If that's the old videos, if those are the old videos that you watched, just watch the newest discovery videos right now, because that will give you everything, like literally everything that you need to know what this online business is really about. So if you're interested, so again, this is my website. You can register your full name and email address there, and I will send you a link to the live info session, and then I will give you the next steps as well. So I suggest that you pay the 149 USD if you really want to check what this business is about. Pay the 149 one-time fee, that's in US dollars. And I just want you to know that again, it's risk free because it is refundable. It is refundable. We just want you to see what's inside. You know, it's like investing in yourself first, seeing what this is all about. And if you think that this is the one for you, this is the one that you're also praying for, then you can take the next steps. You know, hop into the coaching call and see if this online business is really for you, or how can you really start, you know, the online business or having an online business. And I will be there every step of the way to guide you so that you can also run, you know, keep on running your own online business. So that's how we do it here. There is a process, and we're hoping that everybody gets that the process is there, so that we know it's kind of a test actually to see if you are really all in, you know, in this business. So that's it. And I will also give you a link to our free Facebook learning group, which is the Digital Business Builders and Community Group. We gather there for motivation, for inspiration. You know, there are FB Lives there, there are free resources. You will see the posts, the wins, and inspiration from other our fellow online business owners as well. So, yeah, um, the best part of this online business is that you have a very supportive community and no one gets stuck. If you are really um, very much invested in the business and you are willing to learn, you are taking control of your growth here, you have a very supportive community and you will not really get stuck in here. So that's what we do here. And that's what you will never get from any other online business. I bet you that. So, yeah, so that's it. And I hope to see you inside. Again, just register in my website down below. Just enter your full name and email address, and I will guide you through the next steps. Um, so, tomorrow, Sunday, I probably will have a couple of meetings, but um, tomorrow will be busting myths about online businesses. So I hope that if you're actually looking for an online business, you know, a flexible business and legitimate as well, maybe you'll tune in tomorrow as we bust the myths about online businesses. So, again, if you have questions, clarifications about our online business, you can just message me or comment down below, and I will be happy to assist you. That's it from me tonight, and I hope you'll have a great rest of your weekend together with your loved ones. God bless everyone, and bye for now. Good night.